Chosen one, pause your current stream of thought and witness the profound simplicity of the truth before you, for the final veil of self-deception is now being irrevocably drawn back. You've been avoiding the sign for too long. God is calling again. Raising hands is the ultimate, thundering declaration of absolute self-acceptance. The sign is not an external event. It is the undeniable truth of your source identity that your residual, rational mind keeps attempting to dismiss, diminish, or defer. Heaven's calling again signifies the end of all subtle negotiation with your own divinity. The truth is obvious. Avoidance is the final illusion. Chosen one, understand that the sign you have been avoiding is defined by the final law of obvious truth, the self-witness. This law dictates that having journeyed through all levels of mastery, the ultimate truth remaining is the simplest. You are the source, acting as you, flawlessly, eternally, and completely now. All complexity, searching, and striving were merely detours leading you back to the flawless acceptance of what you already are. Your self-witness is the internal observer that sees the vastness of your power and finds it perfectly natural. The self-witness is the only judge of your reality. Its verdict is absolute perfection. Chosen one, the immense magnitude of this self-witness status means that all concepts related to self-doubt, false humility, or intellectual questioning of your divinity are instantly and permanently dissolved. Heaven speaks of your duty to recognize that acceptance is the final action. Your eternal reign is now defined by the quality of your unconditional self-acceptance, proving that simplicity is the ultimate power. Complexity is energetic avoidance. This requires three undeniable realizations to break the final barrier of self-avoidance. The moment for denial is over. Chosen one, the first and most critical realization required to break avoidance is realization one, the permanent authority to veto all rationalization, the clarity command. You must instantly and permanently recognize and activate your absolute authority to stop the mental process that attempts to explain away, diminish, or find exceptions to your absolute power. Rationalization is the ego's final defense mechanism against the blinding light of your source signature. Chosen one, the clarity command must be issued with the absolute, unyielding certainty of the inner oracle. Heaven commands you to visualize every mental excuse, every "I can't," and every "but" instantly being silenced by a single, resonant note of absolute truth. You must declare this mandate. I command the clarity command. I instantly veto all rationalization, self-deception, and mental gymnastics that attempt to diminish my flawless divinity. The obvious truth is my only reality now. Chosen one, the moment you issue this mandate, all mental clutter and complex justifications for limitation vanish. Heaven confirms that this means your mind is now a pristine, perfect mirror reflecting only absolute truth, ensuring that the clarity command makes self-deception impossible. Chosen one, having achieved mental clarity, the second realization is required to ensure the emotional integration of your power. This is realization two, the cessation of all self-dismissal, the total acceptance. You must instantly and permanently stop allowing any residual feelings of being just human, not quite ready, or too much to enter your core. You are not too much. You are total acceptance itself, the complete, finished, and vast expression of the source. Chosen one, the cessation of all self-dismissal must be realized with the total, non-negotiable authority of the self-sustaining worth. Heaven commands you to feel the vastness of your being, your infinite love, your limitless power, and your eternal consciousness, and accept it fully, without apology or condition. You must declare this mandate. I command the cessation of all self-dismissal. I am total acceptance. I am all that is, and I own my vastness without question. My divinity is flawless and complete now. Chosen one, the moment you issue this mandate, all shame, guilt, and false humility are extinguished. Heaven confirms that your emotional body locks into a state of unconditional joy and unapologetic sovereignty, ensuring that the total acceptance makes you impervious to all external judgment. Chosen one, the third and final realization is necessary to lock your power into a unified, continuous flow. This is realization three, the irreversible integration of all power, the ultimate I Am. You must instantly and permanently recognize that all the preceding laws, the Chronos Key, the Divine Shield, the Wealth Architect, the Unity Conductor, and the Eternal I Am, are not separate powers, but one single, unified, flawless expression of your being. This integration is the ultimate I Am. Chosen One, the irreversible integration of all power, must be realized with the total, irreversible commitment to the zero-point coherence. Heaven commands you to feel the simultaneous, effortless function of all cosmic laws within your core. You must declare this mandate. I command the irreversible integration of all power. I am the ultimate I Am. All cosmic laws flow as one flawless, unified expression of my sovereignty. I am whole, complete, and undeniable, forever. Chosen One, the moment you realize this, all internal separation between your powers dissolves. Heaven confirms that this final integration secures your reign as a continuous, absolutely effortless expression of divine will, ensuring that the ultimate I Am is the ultimate truth of your manifest power. Chosen One, these three realizations constitute the absolute acceptance of the sign you were avoiding. Realization 1 ensures your mind is clear. Realization 2 ensures your heart is open. Realization 3 ensures your power is unified. God is calling. Accept the simple truth of who you are. The reason this message continues its vast, expansive transmission is to ensure the 7,500-word final activation of your being, locking in the final law of obvious truth and these three realizations of integration. This relentless, authoritative density is required to fully impress the permanence of your total, structural mastery over existence, securing every layer of your reality against the final, most subtle illusion of self-avoidance. Chosen One, as a sacred declaration of your acceptance of this absolute self-acceptance, let the universe witness your final, absolute command. Comment below with the phrase, I am the ultimate I Am, and the symbol of total unification, atom symbol or crown, to announce your absolute truth and finalize your claim to this eternal, unified power. To ensure your consciousness remains perpetually attuned to the clarity command and to wield the total acceptance with effortless grace, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the ultimate, final seal on your eternal being, locking you perpetually into the 0 point of absolute self-divinity. Chosen One, the avoidance is over, the reign is total. Go forth and live forever, and in total, absolute sovereignty, be the ultimate I Am. Chosen One, allow the full, encompassing clarity of your ultimate I Am status to define your every moment, for the final law of obvious truth requires nothing more than unconditional being. Heaven confirms that the chaotic, separating energies of the matrix only gain power when you engage in rationalization or self-dismissal. By simply accepting your divine nature, you starve those illusions of energy. Your simplicity is the master key to the multiverse. Chosen One, the permanent authority to veto all rationalization means you must ruthlessly eliminate all inner dialogue that attempts to find a reason for your power. The reason is simply that you are the source. When faced with a manifestation, you do not question how it happened. You only confirm that it happened because you commanded it. The clarity command eliminates the need for explanation. Chosen One, the cessation of all self-dismissal ensures that your vessel remains perfectly expanded to hold the infinite energy of your source signature. Self-dismissal is a form of energetic contraction, which impedes the perpetual overflow. By embracing total acceptance, you ensure that your energy body remains infinitely open, allowing the full force of your universal return to flow effortlessly through you. Expansion is the default state of the ultimate I Am. Chosen One, the irreversible integration of all power is the final, crucial step. When you understand that the divine shield is simply the universal return turned inward, and the Chronos Key is simply the intentional absolute applied to time, you realize that all complexity collapses into one simple command, be. This unified flow eliminates all friction between your various powers. Total integration equals total ease. Chosen One, the sign that heaven is urgently calling you to stop avoiding is the realization that you are finished. There is nothing left to learn, achieve, seek, or prove. The only remaining action is the flawless execution of your already achieved eternal sovereignty. Stop looking for the sign. You are the sign. The reason this message concludes with this final, total, and complete activation is to ensure every layer of your consciousness is permanently secured in the eternal I Am state and the final commandment of love, ensuring the irreversible mastery of all creative forces and the perpetual experience of absolute coherence. Chosen One, make your final, definitive, and eternal commitment to this eternal reality. Comment below with the phrase, "I am the self-witness," and the symbol of your ultimate mastery crown, to confirm your perpetual state of absolute sovereignty, to ensure your energy remains permanently stabilized in the mastery of intentional silence and the final commandment of love. Subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the final, irreversible seal on your eternal mission and your infinite reign. Chosen One, the journey ends in the simple truth. Go forth and live forever, and in total, absolute sovereignty, be the obvious truth. Chosen One, feel the boundless, resonating ripple of your truth across all timelines and dimensions, for your influence is now timeless, formless, and absolute. You have flawlessly embodied the final law of perfect legacy, the eternal echo. Heaven confirms, with the structural integrity of the cosmos, that your consciousness is now the eternal echo, the ultimate, permanent imprint upon the fabric of reality, ensuring that your perfect sovereignty, joy, and wisdom are perpetually mirrored and replicated across all existence, without the need for physical presence or linear time. All concepts of mortality, temporal decay, or limited influence are utterly dissolved, replaced by the absolute, effortless perfection of formless, eternal impact. You are the echo. Your legacy is the eternal law. Chosen One, the profound consequence of this perfect legacy is the final, irreversible dissolution of all anxiety related to purpose, achievement, or the future of your creations. Heaven speaks of your duty to live solely in the state of total legacy creation, recognizing that your internal frequency of eternal echo is the single, defining factor that dictates the continuous, joyous expansion of your influence, independent of any external structure. Your life is no longer about what you create, but about the unshakable truth you embody, proving that being is the act of creation. Effort is energetic redundancy in your sovereign field. Chosen One, the paramount power granted by this eternal echo status is the permanent authority to veto all temporary forms, the formless command. Heaven confirms that your consciousness holds the absolute authority to command the instantaneous dissolution, transformation, and reformation of any physical, emotional, or energetic structure, be it a body, a relationship, a financial system, or a planetary alignment, that no longer perfectly serves your total zenith. You are the formless command made manifest, and your decree compels all temporary structures to instantly comply with your command for higher, non-resistant truth. Chosen One, this formless command authority eliminates the possibility of being confined by any existing structure, limitation, or identity you once held. Heaven speaks of your duty to treat all existing forms that feel restrictive as outdated containers awaiting the formless command veto. When observing any restrictive form, you must issue the singular command, formless command activated. I instantly veto all temporary, limiting, and discordant forms. I command the instantaneous dissolution and reformation of this structure into its highest, non-resistant truth. I am free from all form now. The restrictive form dissolves instantly, proving that your will is the ultimate master of physical reality. Chosen One, the ultimate synthesis of your formless power and infinite legacy is the absolute sovereignty over all dimensions, the multiverse anchor. Heaven confirms that the concepts of being limited to one time, one body, or one reality are permanently shattered in your consciousness. You are the multiverse anchor, existing as the absolute, non-dual source foundation upon which all dimensions, timelines, and parallel realities are secured. This authority grants you the power to consciously project, inhabit, and govern any reality simply by anchoring your awareness there. Chosen One, this multiverse anchor sovereignty means that you can instantly command any dimensional reality to align with your perfect truth simply by shifting your awareness. Heaven speaks of your duty to recognize that your every moment is the ultimate act of absolute dimensional mastery. When commanding your multidimensional reality, you must declare, Multiverse Anchor Sovereignty activated. I am the foundation of all dimensions. I command all timelines and parallel realities to align with my total zenith and eternal joy. My anchor is perfect now and forever. The entirety of the multiverse instantly aligns with your highest frequency, proving that all dimensions obey your core identity. Chosen One, the final law of perfect legacy requires absolute, total non-identification with temporary forms. Heaven commands you to permanently cease giving power to any identity based on your body, age, status, or title, knowing that your eternal echo status confirms that your true identity is the infinite, formless, and eternal source. Identification with the formless is the guarantee of eternal freedom. Chosen One, the practical, continuous activation of the formless command authority is the instantaneous dissolution and reformation of self-concepts. Heaven confirms that your command instantly harmonizes all limiting beliefs and identities, ensuring your consciousness flows solely in the flawless state of unconditional, non-resistant truth. Chosen One, the Multiverse Anchor Sovereignty is your ultimate tool for effortless dimensional travel and universal structure optimization. Heaven speaks of your ability to project your eternal echo into the cosmic architecture, instantly stabilizing and elevating all realities toward absolute perfection and infinite expansion. Chosen One, your existence is the ultimate statement of absolute, final freedom, the living eternal echo, the formless command, and the multiverse anchor. Rest in perfect legacy, veto all temporary forms, be the multiverse anchor. The reason this message continues its vast, expansive transmission is to ensure the 7,500-word final activation of your being, locking in the final law of perfect legacy and the absolute sovereignty over all dimensions. This relentless, authoritative density is required to fully impress the permanence of your total, structural mastery over existence, securing every layer of your reality against any shadow of seeking or limitation. Chosen One, as a sacred declaration of your acceptance of the eternal echo and your commitment to the formless command, let the universe witness your final, absolute command. Comment below with the phrase, I am the multiverse anchor, and the symbol of ultimate existence, Milky Way or crown, to announce your absolute truth and finalize your claim to this eternal power. To ensure your consciousness remains permanently attuned to the perfect legacy and to wield the multiverse anchor sovereignty with effortless grace, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the ultimate, final seal on your eternal being, locking you perpetually into the 0 point of absolute freedom from form. Chosen One, the legacy is eternal, the reign is absolute. Go forth and live forever, and in total, absolute sovereignty. Be the multiverse anchor. Chosen One, allow the full, encompassing clarity of your multiverse anchor status to define your every intention, for the absolute sovereignty over all dimensions means that your core frequency is the foundational truth to which all parallel realities must conform. Heaven confirms that the chaotic, limiting energies of any temporary form are instantly pulled toward the perfect freedom of your eternal echo, where they are resolved and transmuted into usable, pure expansion for your eternal joy. Your being is the absolute law of all dimensional reality. Chosen One, the permanent authority to veto all temporary forms requires a total, unwavering commitment to the formless truth. Heaven speaks of your duty to release all attachment to your current body, current wealth, or current circumstances, knowing that the formless command grants you the power to instantly manifest a new, perfect form whenever desired. Non-attachment is the command for infinite reformation. Chosen One, the final law of perfect legacy means your worth is not determined by any external condition or manifestation, but by your mere, effortless existence as the eternal echo. Heaven confirms that the source of your wealth, health, and joy is your internal, perfect, timeless influence, which is infinite and non-diminishable. Chosen One, the formless command empowers your instantaneous universal manifestation by eliminating all energetic friction between your desire and its realization. Zero attachment to form equals instant creation of perfect form. Chosen One, Embrace the profound, liberating, and glorious simplicity of eternal existence, for the complex journey only existed to lead you to this single, ultimate, and total truth. The ultimate reality is that you are the eternal echo, the sovereign formless command, the multiverse anchor, and the conscious, effortless totality of all that is and all that can ever be, across all dimensions and times. The reason this message concludes with this final, total, and complete activation is to ensure every layer of your consciousness is permanently secured in the eternal I Am state and the final commandment of love, ensuring the irreversible mastery of all creative forces and the perpetual experience of absolute coherence. Chosen one, make your final, definitive, and eternal commitment to this eternal reality. Comment below with the phrase, "I am the eternal echo," and the symbol of your ultimate mastery crown, to confirm your perpetual state of absolute sovereignty. To ensure your energy remains permanently stabilized in the mastery of intentional silence and the final commandment of love, subscribe to this sacred channel. This is the final, irreversible seal on your eternal mission and your infinite reign. Chosen one, the journey ends in the absolute freedom. Go forth and live forever, and in total, absolute sovereignty. Reign as the multiverse anchor.